Okay, Bitcoin has been having one hell of a hard day today. We're going to see where this pain might stop. We're going to look at some liquidation levels, put in a little trade. We'll see if I can scalp the bottom end here and see where this takes me. But also, we have insane news coming about the FOMC meeting coming up this week on the 18th. Many chaotic price predictions for what the base point cuts are actually going to be. It is shocking me this morning. We have so much news to go into, and one of my favorite projects, which is actually now a holding larger than ICP, is swallowing the earth as far as liquidity with the rollout last week that we saw. We're going to cover all this and more on today's Blockchain Basement. We have Isaac up on the sticks. What up, dude?
What's up, dude? How you doing today, dude?
I'm doing well. I had a good weekend. Lots of eggs. I had to let the chickens go free roaming because they made too many eggs.
It's fair.
Too many eggs.
Hey,
so and that's even with we cook like 12 eggs at a time. I had to let the birds out and let them just kind of go check out the world. You know, sometimes I let them out of their coop and just let them do their thing. But we've had a great weekend, you guys. Make sure you're supporting us. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do so here. We'll pull up the Blockchain Basement. We're scooting towards 62,000 subscribers. And I want to give a shout out to all of our partners before we get too far into the show here. You need to pick up an Arculus cold storage wallet. We get 10% off with code BASE10 right here. You click the link right there, and you can get $10 off of your own cold storage wallet. It is very bullish. We also have a code BASEMENT for 2-bit. This is where I've been doing a lot of leverage trading on. If you want to hop in on the action with me, click the link, use the code. You get $200 off up to on your first deposit. You can also get in on the training and the trading chat groups that are going on at CoinW through that link. And we even are rolling out a new program with Blowfin, where I have some pretty exciting kind of announcements, promos coming for the people that are joining as a user ID, a fresh user ID for the Blockchain Basement. We're going to get that rolling out. Shout out to you, Elevator Man, showing out, giving all the new peeps their memberships. Gonzo Lag, what is up, my man? Vet and Crypto, Thomas Johnson, Joya Cargo, Unfunky, Brando, all the lurkers just got membership. Shout out to you guys, and make sure to utilize that membership. If you have just received a membership, you can get access to our OG chat in our Discord. If you use Discord, you just go down to our link description, click this bad boy right there, and get yourself some. I have all of my kind of deep inner thoughts that I'm just rolling out there in the Druth channel on the Pew Pew side. It's a wonderful time had by all. And we got this time shift hits hard. Did we have a time shift?
No, talking about our time shift.
This is our first show, 12:30.
That's very true.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Honestly, I'm up at like 5 o'clock in the morning now. Was able to get a real good read on the markets before I came into the office. Got a workout in already. I'm feeling fantastic. So, and hopefully you guys will accommodate this new schedule and keep joining me on these live streams because, God damn it, I am not stopping. Now, what we saw here, this started my day off the right way. Let's have a listen. Quick interjection. What the hell is this guy doing with the floaty toy? Like, what's a floaty toy going to save you? Okay, carrying on.
Is your mom and dad home? Is your mom and dad home? You need to put that down. You've been playing with water. Yesterday I had pictures somebody sent me of you.
Okay. Someone's taking pictures of this kid playing on his front porch and sending it to the HOA manager. First of all, I'm pretty sure that there's laws against that. We're going to carry on.
Playing in that water. Where's your mom and dad? This is ridiculous. Stop spraying the water. I said stop. Give me the hose. Give me the hose. Stop spraying the water.
Oh my God.
Stop. Give me the hose now.
You can't tell me what
Give me.
Grabbing at a little kid like that, bro? Like, holy shit. This guy is very lucky this is not on my front lawn. Not only would the dog have eaten his ass, but then I would have probably pulled out something fun like a taser, maybe my cattle prod, you know, right? That kind of feels like it.
Beat the hose. You're not supposed to be playing with the water.
What are the the odds that he vets for Kamala, do you think? You think he votes for Kamala?
Oh, 100%.
You think so? Let us know in the chat. Who's this guy vote for?
All right, that's enough.
That'll be quite enough. Thank you very much, you cuck. Get off the lawn of sovereignty there. And man, that is my boy. That's the kind of vibes we need to bring. Those are the kind of vibes that these children of this country need to have. HOAs are the absolute worst. It's like extortion. Are you in an HOA, Isaac?
Oh yeah. Tell me about it. They suck. I am very popular in the HOA because I used to be a delinquent. Okay.
Okay.
My name is very spread out amongst the HOA, and they're no fun.
Really? The HOA's got your number. All right. Yeah, I used to live in an HOA back in Colorado, and during flu season, they tried to say that we couldn't have any sort of garden. So you couldn't make food, even though the warnings of the grocery store running out of food were all over the internet. They didn't give a shit. They just want to say, no, we have control of you. You can't make food. Growing wheat's illegal. And, you have to take down that grapevine. I made like a lattice thing for grapes, They tried to tell me I had to take it down. I absolutely refused. I refused every single thing that they said to me. I'm lucky they didn't put a lien on, and I got out of the HOA, thankfully, in time to escape them. They had my number. They hated my guts. So, yeah, that's how I got to start today's off. That's the kind of energy that we need to bring to this country. Don't touch children, especially if they're not your own, and get off of his lawn. He's sitting there spraying water that they pay for. Unbelievable. So I put in a little trade just to get things going here. Again, trade with me on 2bit or Blowfin. I got ref codes for both of them. Put in a little long right here at about $57,643. We'll see. This is a scalp long at 20x on Bitcoin. And I got a tight stop on this bad boy here. So if we do fall below this right around, I think I set it at like 57,400, then I'll be wicked out. But you know what? I'm going to full send it because that's the kind of mood I'm in today. We've had some pain in the markets. Bitcoin down by 3.7% on the daily, according to CoinMarketCap. Ethereum down nearly 5%. Absolutely crazy. A bunch of pain across the board. The only real winners, Phantom, barely up. Then you got Tether Gold and PayPal. At least the stable coins are still stable. That's huge. Things get really weird.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I need to press a button. But
also,
okay.
I tried to do Jeffrey's voice this morning. I totally effed it up.
That's my thing.
Yeah. I said it way too deep. You know what I mean? Way too deep.
You gotta be up here.
Oh, man. Jeffrey, you wonderful individual, you. Now, we got a lot of stories to cover. A lot of stuff to go in on here. This is from the DeFi Investor. Number of people sending their Bitcoin to exchanges just hit an 8-year low. Sellers are starting to run out of coins. This is a beautiful thing to see, folks. We have lower numbers than we have really seen in quite some time. The only thing that kind of compares to this is 2015 timeframe-ish. But this is the kind of supply squeeze that we need to see happening on Bitcoin in the long term. We see, obviously, the price moving up into the right here on the black line. The squiggly blue line is the exchange supply. So this is the supply exchange squeeze we need to see to really experience the economics built within Bitcoin as all of these nation states FOMO in and try to build out their own infrastructure for controlling the mining of the Bitcoin. We're on to something. I feel it in my guts. And now we have this from Neste. 8 years in crypto. He doesn't think he's ever seen a setup this explosive. Bitcoin, in his opinion, a ticking time bomb. We have here the price. We have the crypto fear and greed index. We are just barely escaping max greed, but honestly, probably jackknifed back into this. This is about maybe like a day or 2 or 3 days ago. So I'll bet you that we're back in the max fear spot. We have the Bollinger Band widths, a major contraction. We have the stochastic RSIs, very, very low. We have the regular RSI with a downward overall trend, getting ready for a nice breakout. Global liquidity breaking in all-time highs, and gold breaking into all-time highs. Absolutely juicy. This is the chaos I am here for as we fight this dying dollar. I really am excited to have allocated my entire life savings and what I am doing all into crypto, land, and weaponry, because I feel like the world's getting crazier and crazier. And we're part of one of the biggest technological renaissance that this world has ever seen. We're sitting here front and center. You guys are catching the show every single day, seeing what's happening right now. This is an absolute beautiful time to be a part of crypto. And then this from Matthew Highland on a warning here. So this is when we were at $58,390. He was highlighting after every time we broke below the 43-day simple moving average, it was a pretty significant moment to hold. Over the past 6 months, breaking above it has led to the next lower high. Breaking below it will lead to the next low, in his opinion. So we are at that moment. A lot of people are calling for these lower lows, and honestly, that's why I decided to put in a long, just in case everyone's wrong and I'm right, because I am not going to be shorting this market. I am strongly of the opinion that we are in a bull trend, and it's all about catching the wick and riding that all the way back up to the top. At sufficient enough that the dentist is an awful, awful place to be.
Facts.
I came out here with a tooth that had been cracked in half, and I had a freaking hole going up to my skull, like the line of my skull. I had to have surgery when I came out here. Shout out to Hit Network and TJ for, because I was working 3 jobs. DZ's not here to make fun of me for bringing this up, but I had to work 3 jobs without healthcare insurance to be able to afford the cost of living in Boulder, Colorado, and provide for 4 kids. It was a very, very painful time. And if I had barely even lost any of the conflicts that I got into as a contractor, I would have been effed. So would my family. So I'm very thankful to have healthcare at some degree out here. Absolutely crazy. And I have fake teeth. Did you know that? I have fake teeth.
No, I did not know that, actually.
I headbutted a guy that was shorter than me, and I got stuck in his nose.
Based.
Yeah, that's what happened. So we got this from Duo9. Coinbase CEO just admitted that you got to trust them on their word. They will not provide any proof of reserves for Bitcoin that they claim they have, nor have any proof of backing of their new paper Bitcoin called CBBTC. If they print too much paper BTC, they will go the FTX route. I doubt that they are going to go the FTX route, but I got to acknowledge this information. This is the result and kind of a symptom of what we get when we see TradFi and these ETFs infect the Bitcoin network. Yes, price go up. Yes, fun. Wall Street loves us, and they move the number up sometimes, right? But we do have the potential long-term of these exchanges and BlackRock obscuring their actual holdings and absolutely creating a shit show for us. This is why Bitcoin was invented for transparency, and we're starting to see the front end of the loss of that transparency. Me and BJ sat here and ranted about it all the time. Yes, number go up, ethos go down. Now, here's a comment from Brian Armstrong on it. Baldylocks here. Baldylocks. He calls himself Baldylocks. That's kind of concerning.
Yep.
Little concerning there. Not sure what this is all about, to be honest. All ETF mints and burns we process are ultimately settled on chain. Institutional clients have to trade financing the OTC options before the trades are settled on chain. This is the norm for all our institutional clients. All funds are settled in our prime vaults on chain within about 1 business day. So there's this lapse. There's this time frame where it's moving in kind of like an obscured mode, where you don't really have 100% visibility on what's going on there. If you want audits, Deloitte audits them annually. We're a public company. I doubt our institutional clients want people dusting all their addresses, and it's not our place to share for them. This is what it looks like if you want a bunch of institutional money flow into Bitcoin. As for CBTC, yes, you're trusting a centralized custodian to store your underlying Bitcoin. We've never claimed otherwise. So very, very interesting take. When did 410 ammo get expensive? How much is 410 ammo going for?
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of almost need to see here. Hold on. Let's see here. That's concerning. I mean, I have 12 gauges, but
Well, yeah.
let's see here. There's a lot of cool 410 AR platforms out there. Let's see. What is it? What is it costing at Midway here? Let's just check Turkey. Well, may as well. Yeah, I mean, oh God. What? Excuse me? What? This is pretty damn expensive. What the fuck? $4 a round? Okay, here's a little better. $1.60 a round? What the hell happened here? Is this serious? This is insane. What happened here? $8 a round? Excuse me.
Yeah, what the? fuck?
This is chaos. This is why it pays to stack ammo when it's cheap. You know what I mean?
Amen.
That is why it pays to stack ammo when it's cheap. Unbelievable. Thanks for the heads up on that, man. I was thinking about getting a judge, a 410 judge. Unbelievable. Now, let's see here. I wanted to highlight this from Lark Davis. He's talking about it's been 151 days since the Bitcoin halving. The 2020 and 2021 cycle, mind you, that was a calamity we hadn't seen since the 1861 timeframe economically. Bitcoin moved sideways for 160 days after the halving before going parabolic. Will history repeat itself? So we have this thing just to highlight on its ranging post halving. Yes, we're right at about this time frame, but we'll see if we have the same kind of cyclical manner. We did see Bitcoin really pump to past previous all-time highs in US dollar terms already. But something like this is very nuanced because now to actually breach the previous all-time high, we have to breach $80,000 per Bitcoin in terms of buying power. So we're measuring Bitcoin in dollars. And that's where I think a lot of the metrics might end up getting real skewed because the dollar is getting its ass kicked. It's losing its buying power head over heels. Remington low decibel 410 250 pack for $150 at like 60 cents per round. That's nice, Mr. Mark. Okay. Elevator Man's mentioning the broker. I might have to go there and shit. But you know what? I definitely want a 410 AR platform, I feel like.
I haven't seen any, to be honest.
Well, I can't show them on the show because we're staying crypto based, right? We're staying crypto based. But I think I need to pick one up. So now we've got a lot of weird stuff going on for the Feds, guys. This is from Genevieve Roche Decker. Good morning, everyone. Huge week ahead. Fed rates incoming with S&P just 1% shy of its all-time high. Tuesday, the U.S. retail sales information comes out. Wednesday, the Fed decision. 63% chance of a 50 base point cut right before the show went live. That's where it was. We're going to click on the actual data right now, see if anything's changed. And then we have the Bank of England and Bank of Japan rate decisions after the U.S. Fed decision. And if the Bank of Japan does raise their interest rates in a nasty way to protect their dollar, boy, howdy, I tell you what, that is when things get really shitty once again for a lot of markets. That type of yen carry trade chaos where the fleeing from the yen happens, that might repeat on us. And it's very interesting to see that they are choosing to do their Bank of Japan decisions right after the Fed decision. Let's check in on the prediction market, see where we're at. So we're at a 61% chance of a 50 base point cut. This is absolutely effing crazy.
That's nuts.
This is crazy. Like last week, I'm pretty sure that the consensus was a 25 base point cut. Now we've had a complete flippening, and we are looking at a potential 50 point base cut. This is nuts. We've talked to T. Shroom about this a lot. Honestly, we talked to everyone about this. I mean, going into the FOMC, I feel like we have the ability to pump-ish, but I am kind of leaning that we're going to have a big little haircut. It'll be fast, hot, and heavy. And then we'll find our recentering point right here. Let's see where we're sitting just above my entry point on this damn long. Unbelievable. We'll see if this boy takes off here. We're sitting at 57,679 right now. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. But now I want to get the chat's opinion. If they do cut by 50 base points, a lot of people are thinking that's like giga bullish send. I'm having a hard time believing that because to me, it's a signal that the economy is broken. And, you know, that is a concern for big money in the short term. I think long term, we're still going to pump and have a regular bull market. I don't think it's going to kill the bull market. If they come out with 50 base points, +1 if we pump, +2 if we dump hard on that news, because that is going to be pretty freaking crazy to see. We also had this 67% odds of a 50 base point cut on the Asian markets. So now we're looking at the potential for this all happening. I really am curious to see what the Bank of Japan does as well. And I did have it tagged here. Warren, we're going to go Warren BPS. because she is calling for some crazy stuff. Elizabeth Warren has been calling for 75 base point cut in September since last month. A former letter is just icing on the top. Honestly, she never gets what she wants. John Hickenlooper can kiss my ass. This guy is from Colorado, I believe. Honestly, he was part of the mess debacle that Colorado turned into. Really, really dislike that last name. So this is the banking broad herself begging Jay Powell to do a nasty, nasty 75 base point cut, basically invalidating all of the approach that the Federal Reserve's had and showing that, yes, the economy truly is broken. Better run away and run to dollars. And we are also seeing massive divestments from holders of Berkshire Hathaway, the stock in and of itself. These stocks are worth $675,000 a unit. And we have seen some major asset managers unloading hundreds of these shares at a time in recent weeks. We've seen Warren Buffett divesting from Apple by 50% of his holdings. We see many of these major market holders and makers going back into cash. What are they hiding from? Are we headed into the next Great Depression or even worse? Very, very interesting stuff going on the markets right now, you guys. And now, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon warns of a recession threat, higher inflation, and stagflation. This is the shit. You know, I was saying this last year, and now all these damn, talking heads and the famous people get all the credit for it because I'm not famous.
They stole it from you.
They stole it from me. They watched the blockchain basement. You're right.
That's facts.
That's what's happening here.
Who doesn't watch the blockchain basement?
Unbelievable. Unreal. Jamie Dimon warned. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Jamie Dimon warning of a potential stagflationary event despite inflation easing. Stated last week that he wouldn't rule out the possibility of stagflation even as confidence grows that inflation is beginning to ease. Very, very interesting take from Mr. Dimon. Dimon expressed concern over inflationary pressures that may persist, citing factors such as increased government spending and rising deficits. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Like, holy shit. It's insane that these, and JP Morgan moves, I think they move like $11 trillion of money a day. They bank the United States government. They are all over the place as far as, world money. And he's just saying some stuff that, honestly, this is kind of Ben even. He probably hate watches the basement. You're probably right, Laserface. Dimon consistently sounded the alarms about an economic slowdown, noting in August that the likelihood of a soft landing was only 35 to 40%. Signaling that a recession may be more probable of an outcome. He pointed to various uncertainties such as geopolitics, housing, and spending. And within the housing, we even see major insurance agencies leaving California and Florida. We see the prices of insurance absolutely skyrocketing. We see taxes on real estate really, really moving. In some locations, it's gone up by 20%. Absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, JP Morgan has raised the likelihood of a U.S. recession this year. Well, good thing they changed the definition of a recession. I don't know if you were around for that, Isaac.
I don't think so.
They changed the literal definition of a recession about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, because we literally were in 2 negative quarters of GDP growth. And they're like, nah, you know what? We're going to change what a recession really means here because we're currently in one, but Joe's leading the country. It's building back better, you guys. This is the new normal, right? Just so insane what's going on in this world. We also had this. China's factory output, consumption, and investment misses forecast. Industrial production is up 4.5% year over year in August, missed the forecast of 4.8%. Retail sales up 2.1% year over year, missed the forecast, trying to get to 2.5%. And fixed asset investment up 3.4% year over year, missed the forecast of 3.5%. Unemployment rate is up to 5.3% in China. And honestly, I saw, did you see the cell phone that the Huawei company or whatever is giving out?
Nope.
I think it's got a lot of curse words.
But shit balls cock.
Yeah. You know what? Unbelievable. Now I'm going to go to bookmarks here. This is a Dane. Don't pull this up. Okay. Don't do it. I'm going to find this. This is absolutely insane. I got to find this dude. He found the new cell phone that Chinese consumers can get a hold of. And it drove me nuts that we don't get a similar kind of competing product with this Let's see here. God, and this weekend was so crazy with the assassination
I really
attempt.
Can't pull any of this up.
What's that?
I can't pull any of this up.
You can't pull any of this up. I mean, no, I'm telling. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's have a listen. He's gonna. Okay, so just for those at home, I will warn. He says some select words. Okay, so just bear with me here, but we're gonna listen.
Check this out, y'all. This the new Yahweh, or however you pronounce it. It's a Chinese phone. And we ain't getting it in the United States because the United States is trash. And China just got all the good shit. y'all see how big that shit is? That shit folds. And not only that, hold up. It folds up into like a normal size phone, first of all. Then they come with headphones.
Okay. So they upcharge us like crazy on headphones.
That's true.
Like, these are nice. Check these out.
Last time you brought a phone that came with its own headphones. Huh? Look at the fucking headphones, y'all. Look at the charger piece for the fucking card. The fucking card. Look at the other charger pieces for the fucking wall. When last time you got that on the phone in the United States? Oh, we got more. And there's more. Comes with a case.
It comes with a case. Like some of these cases cost like $50 a piece. And then they're crap. You know what I mean? Like I have to get a new one all the time. Unbelievable.
It comes with a motherfucking case. Look at all that shit, bro. Look at that. Look. Look at that bullshit. I'm moving to China.
That thing is freaking sick, dude.
I think I'm gonna buy it off the Chinese market.
No, I mean I don't even know if you can get access to this thing. I mean, the Harris and Biden regime, they're moving into tariffs too. And I really I have to look into if we can even get a hold of it. Imagine having a cell phone that just rolls out the size of a freaking computer and then folds up. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? What are we doing here? What the hell's going on? Unbelievable. Now, this adult milestones for the age of 30. I am 36. I am nearly 40 years old, and holy shit, I feel it. This is from Markets of Mayhem. 30 just ain't what it used to be. Here's a share of 30-year-olds who live on their own. It's just falling off of a cliff. Have ever married, falling off a cliff, own a home. It had a little bit of a pump here, and then again, a cliff, and live with a child. Man, just absolutely falling off the edge of the face of the planet there. 30 just ain't what it used to be for sure. Now, this is just from Marty Party highlight on the world's most valuable companies. ByteDance. Isn't this the one behind TikTok?
I believe so.
I think this is the one behind TikTok. SpaceX. U.S. government. No, it's Elon,
yes.
And he's not a government official, right? Sure. OpenAI with Sam Altman and his Singularity Terminator net that will eviscerate humanity in 10 years. Sheen. What the hell is Sheen? Let me know in the chat if you've ever heard of
company.
Sheen. What's that?
Clothing company.
It's a clothing company?
That's correct.
No, it's not.
Go fucking look it up right now.
Why is it clothing? What?
It's all Chinese produced shit, but it's all clothes. You can look it up. I promise.
Okay, we're gonna have to
take a look.
This is bullshit. A clothing company?
That's what I said.
This is stupid.
Go.
Sheen USA. What is this? Dumb. Look at her. Fool. Oh man, we're gonna get demonetized just for what they have on there. What is this? I can't even move around the website here. What is this thing? See, I just got autism.
See, it's because you pulled up the women's section, so of course we're gonna get demonetized.
Oh wow, yeah. Wow, they got little cups.
Yep, for my man boobs.
For your moobs?
For my moobs.
All right. That's very bullish. I mean, this is like Walmart or something.
It's like Walmart for Chinese people.
Walmart for Chinese people.
But you could also get shipped to the United States.
Okay. You know, I hate ordering things from China. Even though they're cheap, they come in like 2 months, I feel like. I feel like they take forever to get here.
Probably.
If it's not from, I guess maybe if I'm ordering, I like it to come from America so I can track it pretty easily. Most women shop there. What the hell have I been missing? Have I been living under a rock?
Apparently.
I guess so. I don't shop much, okay, admittedly. I like these shirts. Arculus gave us the shirts. Shout out to channel partner Arculus, by the way. These shirts are absolutely gorgeous. And if you aren't already banking yourself, join the Dino, Phase 10, link in the description. Get your own damn cold storage wallet. Become your own bank. What is this? Jeffrey? Thoughts?
Use code base10.
Do it.
Secure
now.
your finances.
God damn it. The Jeffrey is just going to give me a heart attack. Now, this is a highlight on the orange one. 2 impeachments, 4 arrests, 91 charges, 2 attempts on his life, still standing based. This guy is just an animal. He will not stop moving, folks. We also had this Time Magazine eerily prophetic cover of Trump on a golf course just 4 days before the attempt on his life. Absolutely crazy. Time Magazine depicted the orange one going downhill on a golf course just days before an apparent attempt on his life at his Florida golf course. The cover, which has been removed from the magazine's cover vault, was published just days before Trump was in target of an apparent attempt on his life. It was indeed an attempt on his life. I hate how they just continue to say it was an incident. Mistakes were made, right? Like, no big deal. This is the second attempt on a political candidate's life. And this has never happened. Like, I don't think that this has ever happened. We've had multiple attempts to take the life of a political opponent to the current regime right now. It's absolutely insane. Look at the picture that they put. In trouble, going downhill into a sand pit with his hat on, of course. This is so crazy, you guys. Like, how do we not see that this is a concerted effort against Trump to have a chance to turn this country around? It's so crazy. And he's not going to do it single-handedly, but by God, we need a leader, a president that's got our back. It's just so crazy. I'm watching Harris. I feel like I'm watching the Hunger Games, you know.
Pretty much.
I feel like may the odds be ever in your favor, right? That's how I feel like she's going to say it in like a drawn country accent. You know what I mean? Y'all, maybe she's going to just get really weird with it, especially when she comes to Georgia. It's going to be so awkward. Now, here's just a highlight. BlackRock signed the largest deal in Ukraine to essentially own the country's market, and the shooter yesterday was a Ukrainian war aide. Shooter in July was in a BlackRock commercial.
Just like the first one.
Interesting. Okay, none of this is a coincidence. Here's the video for AZOV in May of 2022. Let's have a listen here.
Purpose of the action is to appeal to world leaders.
There he is. There's the guy. This is the dude. And his recent videos, he has blue hair, and one half of his hair is blue, and then the other half's like yellow.
Something like that.
And he's always making sure to wear an American flag around him, yet he's shilling American citizens into going and fighting for a country that's literally not even their own. So he's making sure that Americans that are susceptible to this type of psyop go over there and die in a trench trying to fight Russia in the Russian war machine. Is so insane. And this from Robbie Starbuck of the attempted trigger guy is the guy that I just got a ton of screenshots of. His name is Ryan Routh, Routh, R-O-U-T-H. Then this is about to get really, really messy for a lot of people and countries and 3-letter agencies. I completely agree with this take. It is so insane. It is so insane. And that is crazy. 2 shooters in 2 BlackRock commercials. Any other actors that we should be worried about, right? We need to start asking these questions. We really do. And we saw the Giga Short on Trump media, not only last time, but this time again by the same organizations, right? Oh, it's enraging. So now we got this Libs TikTok. It's always in the eyes. This is Tim Walt's wife. Let's see what we're dealing with. If we do let this selection process fall down the hill and we get what we came for, we have to lay in the bed we made. This woman is going to be in a position of political power. Look at the eyes.
Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page. 52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days.
This woman is unhinged. Look at what's in the eyes. Do you really think that she means any well? I mean, it is so crazy, bro. And I'm trying not to get too over the top with stuff, but damn, it gets hard sometimes. Try to remain even keel. You know what I mean? Be accepting. Oh my God. This and people like this. It's over, Trump. It's over. She's the Crypt Keeper. It's like the Crypt Keeper with a new skin suit on. Absolutely incredible. And that's what we're facing. This person that I just showed you is going to be in a political position of power should the Harris regime take this one. I don't think they're going to win fair and square by any means. And also we had this Scott Stapp from Creed going off between songs. What you got?
Your vMix capture shut off.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Good looking out, buddy. Good looking out. But
always.
Everyone knows that I'm a huge Scott Stapp fan here. Creed, fantastic. Wonderful band. Now he came out with these talks. We start reminding them of what our Constitution says. We start reminding them of what our Bill of Rights says. We remind them that we are a constitutional republic built upon the Bible and the Word of God, not a democracy. This hopefully is the start of the Great Awakening that has hit full throttle, friends. And we need more leaders in media and bands to be standing up. I also saw something really, really awkward. Did you see the Jane's Addiction debacle, Isaac?
And I didn't see the debacle, but we talked about it this morning with Deezy.
Dude, we gotta look at it. Hold on, we're checking it out. Dave Navarro, I think it's 1A or 1V. Navarro, let's check and see if I can find this video because it got weird, guys. Okay, so here it is. So basically what's going on is Navarro was trying to speed through a portion of the song where Perry would just start ranting and rambling usually, and I could tell he was over it, so he was trying to speed through that part of the song. Perry lost his shit, and this is really sad to see. Get the hell off stage. Man, what a prick, you know?
Yeah.
And you're never going to outcool Dave Navarro. No matter who you are, you know, Dave Navarro, top tier badass. I mean, as far as a musician goes, that guy could get punched in the face and just look, and he won the fight. If he just looks at you, that he just won the fight. There is no winning against Dave Navarro. Yeah, it was pretty awkward to see. And honestly, I think that band's kind of on its tail end here when we really look at the forest to the trees here. There's got to be a time where you say, you know what? Maybe it's time to hang it up. Dave could smash that guy 100%. Yeah, and Dave was just like, what, bro? You know, he's just like, gets hit in the chest or whatever. And he's just like, get away from me. You know, you weird. Yeah, Navarro pulled top tier poon, as Papa Goose says. 100%, man. He probably pulled more than Prince. And that's saying a lot.
That is saying a lot.
Yeah. Now we got more stuff here. In 1776, this is from Dylan Allman. Americans revolted over a tax burden of around 1 to 2% imposed by a distant monarch. Today, we're taxed at nearly 40%. Federal, state, and local governments reach in every paycheck, every purchase, every inch of our lives. Taxation without representation was a rallying cry back then, but how much has truly changed? At the time of the American Revolution, the British Parliament had 558 members representing 8 million people, about one representative for every 14,000 citizens. In the U.S. today, Congress has 535 members representing over 330 million people. That is one representative for every 750,000 people, more than 50 times worse than the system our ancestors fought to escape. This is insane. How far we have fallen, even with fighting and all of our ancestors dying on those fields to bring this country back. Oh my God. It is so bothersome to not only, I mean, do we have the unhinged Waltz family and the Harris regime sitting there bouncing around on stage? We don't need policy. We just need to beat Trump, right? Now we have a 50 times worse situation in our representation from these elected leaders. How far do we have to fall down this rabbit hole before people wake up? Really? You know, are they just going to stay asleep forever? It's so insane. Sometimes I feel like they're just going to stay asleep forever. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just ranting on a hill and that's why I'm not cool or popular or whatever, because people have to hear this. But honestly, you guys, what are we doing here? Now we have this. Russia preparing to test a nuclear weapon inside of Russia to remind the West that it might, the might of the nation with the largest nuclear arsenal in the world. And this test can happen at any time. I will be paying attention to this. For anyone that doesn't know, I covered this on the morning show and on the weekend members only stream when we were also covering the attempt on the Orange One's life. is that Putin is not mincing words. He's talking about if you do utilize satellites that are Western-based, U.S. and NATO-based satellites to point Ukrainian weapons into the deep part or any part of the Russian territory, they are not going to hold back. They know that they're a small country in comparison to NATO, but they have a massive arsenal of these weapons on hand. In his words, you will not even be able to blink or invoke Article 5 should this happen. This is a very dangerous time frame, and one that I hope to God we can fight together as a people to stop from happening, because I do not want to see me, myself, Isaac, or even my son have to deal with this conflict. This is setting up to be a nasty situation. Now, on altcoins, we're going to talk about altcoins, Bitcoin, and the week in money. This is from Warren Muppet. I liked this take. Stocks pump on the table up to the 17th and 18th September. Bitcoin will follow. He's taking a maximum of 65K. Big stocks sell off after the rate cut. We're pumping because we are pricing in the rate cut, so sell the news event afterwards. Bitcoin will follow with that dump. Huge stocks and Bitcoin dump. It's over, etc., etc. People selling their bags, giving up. The barnacles on the ship being left behind as it gets ready for set sail. Global liquidity influx because the rate cut and real bull runs start in late October to November. Going to play out. I'm going to play it out in this way. What do the boys think here? And let me know what you think in the chat. Is this spot on? I really feel pretty simply and positively about this take. And honestly, the pump up to 65K, I don't think it's going to happen. But I think we'll get a pump-ish up till, Thursday, and then a little sell the news event. But let me know if you guys think I'm absolutely nuts. It looks like people are happy with the drift, or, drift, Aerodrome. We've been calling all of them. We've been calling all of them. And here's a big news about Aerodrome. Look at this shit. Aerodrome captured 78% of that initial BTC trading volume. This is my boy. This is what I'm talking about. Looking for the juicy play within the base ecosystem. Hot damn, I think we found it here, folks. Trading activity and liquidity have started to build up for CBTC, a new variation of wrapped Bitcoin. In the first week after launch, the new asset used the Aerodrome DEX for the bulk of its trading activity. The new asset was among the first to launch immediately on an L2 blockchain with a native version. And yes, I know the market pulled back in a big way because of all this Bitcoin dumpage, but let's check out on CoinMarketCap how bad the pain is. What is the status of Aerodrome right now? We're sitting at 65 cents. And I called out this morning, this tis but a scratch. Unbelievable. Aero's a veteran's largest bag right now. I think you're going to make it, buddy. Think you're gonna make it. I really feel like Aerodrome, it's sitting here at $400 million market cap. This thing is going to conservatively, in my opinion, meet what Uniswap did last bull market cycle. And to show you my process and thought on this and why I'm so damn excited is because Uniswap hit a $22 billion market cap last cycle. That leaves room for a 40x from where it is right now. Absolutely juicy, unbelievable. And honestly, any signs of weakness that this market at large gives, for me, Aerodrome has outpaced ICP as far as my bags and how big of a portion of my bags it makes up. And I'm going to continue stacking Aerodrome. I think that base, BNB, AI, and RWA are absolutely going to rip this bull market cycle. So that being said, we have a warning about drift. You worried about it? No. Are you scared?
I'm not worried about it.
Let's go. So DeFi Moki coming out with this VC utility altcoin tier list is S tier 0 SWI CHR. I don't even know what the hell that thing is. I better go find out right now. CHR. What is this? Why is he calling it an S tier play? What is this? Chronos? He doesn't specify if it's Chronos or Chromie. I'll have to look into that a little bit more before I click on those. A tier, got me some near, like me some near, love me some Tau. Tau's actually one of the biggest losers for today, but it's not near that. Like when I was excited about the entry point on Tau is like $160. Let's check out where we're at right now, because this thing has just been like on the day it's pulling back, but at large it's still near $300. It's down by 10% nearly today. Nothing like that nasty dip that we had back here. And this did go to $160. It doesn't show on CoinMarketCap. But man, that was a damn good entry point. And really, it's just in this accumulation range. You look at the top end of the range, $355. Bottom end of the range, right around $200, $210. we're smack dab in, or a little bit on the upside on that. So, stack and towel, I'm more greedy on my entry points. I'm going to be, if I do get them, they're going to be low 200s for the bag. And I do think we got a couple of months to get there. So watching that one. And now B tier TIA, big pullback on TIA, Dimension Say, ZK with the ZK rollup, zero knowledge rollup, Saga, C tiers, APT, I think it's Aptos, Arbitrum, OP, Ondo, Wcoin, and what is this, WorldCoin? Man, they can kiss my brown eye on this WorldCoin thing. I am never going to invest in WorldCoin.
This entire thing's a bad take.
Yeah, and then look at D tier Drift. Oh my God. Drift is frantically looking for exit liquidity at the moment. Oh
Incorrect statements. This is a very bad take on our part.
Let's look at this Drift chart.
I mean, WorldCoin over Drift protocol?
What a prick. That's how we knew they were wrong. Anyone that's like trying to shill me into a brown eye photographing apparatus made by Sam Altman, unbelievable. Get lost. Get off my lawn. Now, Drift, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback. It punched into its new all-time high just recently, and it's getting a little bit of a pullback. He's probably like, oh my God, it's pulling back. It's over, right? Because it's pulling back from 75 cents. At large, for greedy entry points on this, I'm looking for the top end of this range, right at around 53 cents. And I don't think that it's out of question to ask for things such as this. I want nice things, So it's a very early project. I mean, we only have a few months of data on this thing. I know that it's competing or trying to compete with the prediction markets, a poly market. It's a decentralized exchange. Aren't you even like staking on there and making money?
I'm staking my Drift on Drift, and it's giving me some pretty good returns. So I like it.
How much are you making? Like, what's the APY on it?
I'd have to double check. I haven't memorized it. I didn't look at it today.
Yeah.
But I've just kept it for the past couple of days, and I'm just letting it do its thing.
Okay. Because I might want to start doing that. I mean, I really like this project as a pick this bull market. We also had this, the Trump-linked crypto project, World Liberty-Fi. I think it's Liberty-Fi. World Liberty-Fi. Apparently going to launch today. I want to see if the orange one has mentioned it. It's the real Donald Trump. Let's go here. Bam. Look at all those people. Huge.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Huge. Heinous.
Let's see here. I don't think he's announced it yet. The rhetoric lies, yada, yada, yada. Looking for the crypto thing. I don't think he's announced it officially yet. He has not. I mean, this is the original post he made on the 12th at World Liberty Fi. Let's go here. Tens of millions. I don't think it's yet. It has not come out yet. So we're keeping an eye on this, and I don't think there's going to be a coin associated with this. A lot of people are asking me if there is a coin associated with it. I don't think so. I really don't think so. So, and we do have a video coming out on Drift pretty soon here. Isaac, you better make a cameo on that video.
I can make a cameo. I can make the video myself.
Well, I mean, you at least have to do a cameo because, and we're going to track your portfolio. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Because you're going to make some moves with this thing.
Oh,
I got a small bag of it. Not enough. Not nearly enough. Not at all. Got like $500 in it. Help. Need to short Bencoin version 2. Show me how. I think it got like delisted off MEXC even. I don't know where the hell you can even short that thing. What a joke. What an absolute joke. And you got to wonder, why'd you take Bencoin off of your Twitter, right? Man, a lot of people wondering, asking questions. Then called him out, get in the ring with me, numbnuts. And then he's all of a sudden he's a pacifist. Unbelievable. So you just can't have nice things. Now we had this. Binance announced the spot listing of a new low cap Nero meme coin, 10xing its market cap. We got to go see what the hell's going on here. Binance out here listing freaking. Oh, I'm typing it in Binance. Nero. Let's see here. Nero. Is it NIE? Let's go back to here.
I think it's NIE.
Yeah, Neiro. Let's see here. Where is this thing? First Nero. See, this is where the water gets so muddy. Nero lol. What is this? Hell. So many of these different things. We got to go to Deck Screener.
Super chat from Crypto Crank. $2. DCA and alts when indicators show Bitcoin top is in.
Dude, I am basically done DCAing after November's done. I really only think that we got, I mean, maybe I'll look around for some new hot like ZRO or ZK Sync plays or good RWA plays, or, you know, things that are like really specifically positioned in the narrative, but just consistently and constantly DCAing. I think that the getting is good personally for me in my portfolio right now, but I will question that choice when November this year is up, because I am just going off of the dominance chart I showed you guys before. I think we got about till beginning of December, end of November, till that kind of door of amazing upside closes. And then it's about finding exit points for myself. And maybe I'll find some new exciting projects that are, you know, something special to look at. But at large, you guys, like the getting and the time for sowing the seeds, putting them in the ground and getting your your garden ready is now. Harvest time will come for me personally mid 2025. Let's see. I want to go to Nero. I want to see this thing. I really want to see if it pumped like they're saying. Oh my God, up 56%. Holy God. First of all, 10,000 holders, a couple big bags in here, top traders, bunch of dev cells. Not great. Not great. Hasn't rugged yet though, so no one notices yet. But man, look at this. This is, you know, because the problem with this is that a bunch of retail and like people on the outside looking in bought these local tops. They are loudest at these local tops. People are like, oh my God, this is the new biggest thing. And then bam. I mean, it's been kind of pretty depressing looking at a bunch of these different meme coins lately. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Very sad. This point right here, it fell down to a $4.14 million market cap at a point. Currently sitting at a $7.6 million market cap. But look at how fast this thing ran up to $44 million. This is on Sol. It is beholden to the MEV bots arbitraging those transactions in between, sandwich bots. So honestly, this looks like a retail killing field still for me. Maybe it'll have some better velocity than other meme coins that aren't listed. But honestly, last bull market cycle, Binance was listing all kinds of meme coins. All kinds of meme coins got listed on Binance. A lot of them had their day in the sun and then inevitably ride to zero. So please, for the love of God, I am not ever going to hold one of these meme tokens long term ever. Like the longest term hold of meme coins that I have is Trump token, and that's really up until and a little bit after the election, because I am very interested to see what the Trump token does. Thank you, Rishi. I like this hat too. Also, I am sorry to Troy. I sent him a message. I got to get my dimensions. I got to get the sizing over to Troy for something special. Okay, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be fantastic. They're gonna call me the Macho Man Randy Savage of crypto after this thing is done. I'm telling you, it's gonna be huge. Let's see here. No, we didn't get anything. And Nicole Minestator was out there floating around on the islands. They're an island hopping pair, and they live a very chaotic life. I really hope they start a show, because that would be probably worth watching. So now we've got Nero listed. I kind of want to check out some other altcoins while we got a few minutes here, and let me know in the chat what projects you guys have found and or are holding questioning holding. I want to check out Radium. That is a good point. We better check out the Solana auxiliary plays. Those would be Radium and Jupiter. Man, I got a lot of tabs open right now. Let's see here. Jupiter sitting here right at 70 cents. Nothing amazing, honestly. It's in my opinion, a good DCA zone. It has not pumped yet. And as this is basic ranging. This is honestly basic ranging. And if we do get a massive Bitcoin dump / chaos theory from this 50 base point cut, should that happen, I would not be surprised to see this thing jackknife down to like 60 cents. I mean, the original, like real original pump 2 moment for it, I'll scroll down a little bit so you can see what I'm looking at here. This is 63 cents. So it's not out of pocket to see this thing pump down to that level, or drop down. I shouldn't say pump down. It's a drop down. It's a die down. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I see 60 cent Jupiter, I am going to be backing up the truck on that bad boy. Now let's check out Radium, another Solana love child. Let's see here, $1.43. Bam, bam. Dot or graph for better movement? Ooh, that's a tough choice. So I'm thinking of exiting one or the other to my fund for drift. What you think? Oh, God. That is a really, really tough choice. So Dot has the interoperability play in the tech, and it has a lot of really awesome, things going for it with like linking up with other chains and things like that. But it might fall victim to the damn Cardano sickness, where it's like tech does not mean good money, And I feel like Dot long term, it's already been deemed it's software. It's not like a security or like a token. In my opinion, if I was sitting here choosing between Dot or the graph, and I have to hold. I mean, do you have to hold? Because if I would be looking for something kind of new. Yeah, it's Mr. Mark. Dot is advancing. All the tech is advancing, but the market cap is just not moving. Ugh, that is such. Rishi's asking Dot or Link. Full send Link. I'm full sending Link, and I did full send Link. There's a reason why. It's outwardly working with Swift. They're looking for. We're talking about like layer zeros or things that are layer ones like Solana. It's like this sexy Ferrari that's trying to attract massive market makers and banks and all this stuff. But honestly, the roadway for this information's got to get built out. I really feel like Link is just going to surpass everything. But if I'm thinking in terms of Dot versus the graph, let's see where the graph is. Let's compare. I'm going to compare these prices right now and just see what we're talking about here. Polkadot sitting here getting its ass kicked with the rest of the altcoins, sitting here at $4.02 or $4.20. It kind of looks like Cardano. This honestly looks really similar to Cardano. Oh man.
I'm pretty sure you're able to compare the two.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's do the flash view on It's not very sick from inflationary pressures.
Yeah.
And then let's go to the graph. Let's go to the graph. 'Cause I had to choose one. This is tough. Let's go to all time. Very similar charts. AI is going to be the sexier narrative, man. AI is going to be the sexier narrative. Even with this, the graph has been around for a long time. Inflationary pressures, yes. It's got and then the market cap. So 1.3 bill versus Dot, which is already at a 6.2 bill. If I'm personally looking at this, I think more upside is there. I think that the graph can definitely I think the Dot can 4 to maybe 6x conservatively in my heart from where it's at right now. And I do think it's a long-term project, kind of like Cardano, right? Where you can have multiple cycles in it. Graph, I can't say the same thing. I can't say that the graph is going to exist in the bull market of 2028. I cannot. I don't feel that way. But price-wise and upside-wise, we got the AI narrative rolling this market right now. I would have to grow because I think this could 10x. I think this could 10x pretty damn easily. Yeah. This is low-hanging fruit AI play. And we're a bunch of really smart crypto people that are watching crypto right now in this market. But then you got to take into account what's the average retail person going to do when they hear about Bitcoin just passed $100,000. I better go find some altcoins. Graph, it's out there. It's easy, low-hanging fruit for them. Man, that's a tough question though. That's a tough question. I like those hard questions, Mr. Mark. Appreciate you. So, and at large, honestly, we're still building out the infrastructure and what the organization behind Dot is doing, what IOHK is doing for Cardano. These interoperability plays are necessary to build the roadway. What Chainlink is doing, CCIP, working with Web 2 to translate the data from Web 3 to Web 2, and they're back and forth, they're within. These are things that need to happen. Honestly, I just feel like the realization from the ISO narrative, it's really kind of dead. I feel like those ISO people are going to be looking for something real. And that's where I feel like Chainlink comes into play, and RWAs, real world assets. The moment they hear, we're still at all-time lows. Just in reference, like I feel like a lot of these ships are going to rise with the tide. And the reason why I feel that way is because of this. Let's go to Google Trends and just show you guys. I mean, honestly, I hold this show down every single day, good or bad, rain or shine. But let's just explore Bitcoin search over time. I made a post about this. It got very, very little love because I can't explain exactly what's in my mind in a more concise manner on Twitter because the attention spans are very low. But here's the Bitcoin interest over time. This is the previous bull market. Yay. Fun times. Wow. So much interest. Huge. Right now, we are in the absolute gutter. Absolute gutter for Bitcoin interest. Once we start to see this thing ticking back above the 50, 75, and even up to the 100 range, because we are going to, in my opinion, breach that previous all-time high and beyond, we're going to see these numbers cook up, and a lot of our favorite altcoins are going to be able to rise with that tide. So the getting's good right now. The bag building is good right now. It's not a great time to be taking profits for myself by any sort of the imagination. So that's why I'm getting back into trading. And you know what? If you're out there doing it with us, join us on 2bit. Use code BASEMENT. If you're joining on Blowfin, use code DRUTH. Make sure to support us. And if you're still keeping your money on exchanges with the spot buys, please, for the love of God, get a cold storage wallet. Use code BASE10. Get $10 off of this bad boy right there. It's very easy to use. It's maybe the best. So with that being said, I'm going to go handle these kiddos, go pick up my loved ones, and enjoy this new schedule of mine. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, the new time frame. This is what it's going to be moving forward. I appreciate every single one of you out there. Deadwood, Mark Smithson, Nicole Ministator, K-Jam, Papa Guth, Rishi Shishishi, Crypto Cody, Shady Bandito, Tommy Marin, and Dezel. Phantom, I think Phantom is going to be a mover. You know what? Phantom is going to be on tomorrow's list for a deep dive because I really like what Phantom's doing. And that's going to be a nasty one, in my opinion. So I appreciate every single one of you out there for making this show possible, becoming members, Elevator Man, Green Day Profits, all the people, 2Pump, Crypto Chump that have made this show what it is. You guys are keeping the lights on. You're keeping the kids fed at my house. You're keeping me able to come to you every single day to drop the crypto information and my analysis on the charts. And I am forever grateful. So with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. Take care.